How's it going, everyone? And boy, oh boy, this story is making the rounds quite a lot as Sony Interactive Entertainment has filed a lawsuit against Light of Motorom. This is a game that I remember covering it when it was initially revealed, and immediately everybody was like, huh, that game quite looks like Horizon Zero Dawn, and Horizon from a thematic standpoint, and now Sony is in fact suing the game and suing Tencent, who is involved with the game. And it is pretty interesting as far as the story is concerned, as Tencent apparently had reached out to Sony to license out the Horizon IP, but Sony had declined on that, leading to Light of Motorom being greenlit, and now Sony had allegedly declined that collaboration, and now they're suing Tencent. So, as noted on Gematsu, Sony Interactive Entertainment has filed a lawsuit against Tencent in California federal court, alleging that the company ripped off its Horizon series of video games with the November 2024 announced title, Light of Motorom, according to a Reuters report. The lawsuit describes Light of Motorom as a Slavish code, a clone featuring identical gameplay, which, let's be honest, from a gameplay standpoint, it's not like Horizon implemented some revolutionary mechanics, but as we've seen with the Nintendo Pal World case, you can kind of use that as a tool to be at the helm of a lawsuit, and I think it's effective in that regard. Story themes and artistic elements to Horizon, as well as other similarities. Sony Interactive Entertainment also said that the lawsuit that it declined an offer from Tencent to collaborate on a new Horizon game in 2024 before Tencent announced Light of Motorom. So, it's pretty interesting that they wanted they sent out an offer to Sony to collaborate, and the collaboration was denied, and that year they had announced the game. Like, they got that much work done in a fairly short period of time. Even if they had approached Sony with this offer in January, this game was announced like back in November. That's not a long time to get things off the table, so they were like gung-ho about creating this game. I guess they see a lot of potential in the Robo-Dinos elements of the game, and using that in game development. Sony Interactive Entertainment asked the court for an unspecified amount in monetary damages and an order blocking Tencent from violating its intellectual property rights. Neither Sony Interactive Entertainment or Tencent immediately responded to requests for comments. Despite the lawsuit, Sony Interactive Entertainment Shanghai posted on its social channels in November of 2024 about Light of Motorom and it being released on PlayStation 5, suggesting that the company had no issue with the game. And I remember that on the social media channels, it was being promoted for a PlayStation 5 release as well, and now with it being sued, I don't know what is gonna go forth with this game, and I'm interested because this is designed to be an open world survival crafting game. PvP elements and co-op elements and cross-platform multiplayer all implemented in the game. Guerrilla had been reportedly working on some sort of Horizon multiplayer project. I wonder if Guerrilla wasn't doing a multiplayer project, would this game have been, alright, yeah, release it, it's fine, not a big deal. But the fact that Guerrilla is doing a multiplayer live servicey project, does that make Sony go, oh, hey, this game, probably we should do something about it? Honestly, you should probably keep that same energy when you talk Pal World and Nintendo, and then when it comes to Light of Motorom and Horizon. Really, this gameplay design hasn't been done by Horizon, being an online PvP co-op title, and again, thematically it is quite similar. And the thing about Horizon is Mon collecting games have been around for a while. Like Digimon exists, Nexomon exists. The Horizon aesthetics and the style that Horizon is from an aesthetic standpoint, it is so unique that this game very much is inspired by Horizon, but it's got its own unique elements to it as well. There's the element of playing as the mechanized creatures as well. The description of the game notes, in a world overrun by colossal machines, explore the vast open world, build your base of operations, advance technology, train mech animals, and take on formidable bosses. Starting from the primitive age, forge a new path of development, defy the machination, and survive. with the mech animals. Journey from lush tropical rainforest to barren desert landscapes and snow-capped mountain peaks as you discover unique mech animals and mysterious ruins in different regions, gradually uncovering the secrets of Motoram. Survive in the wilderness, in this mechanical wilderness where civilization is a distant memory, primal cultures, extreme weather, and lurking mech animals will constantly test your survival skills. Make smart use of everything around you to stay alive and face off against formidable bosses. Every step is fraught with danger and requires courage and realistic physics. Base building, like, you got that base building component in the game as well. Precise combat, epic boss fights, journey with mech animals at your side, and I know in Horizon you can take control of the creatures as well, but or the mech animals, however you want to describe it. You've got over 100 customizable mech animals await your taming and training. Whether you need combat support or a boost to production, each mech animal possesses unique abilities and growth potential. Seamless cooperative play and cross-platform play. I hope that the game will see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it will be interesting how this progresses, because in this case, Sony is attacking the game before, or going after the game before it actually comes out. Palworld is interesting because Nintendo had waited a while, and it could be an aspect of you need to get all of your ducks in a row, but Palworld was revealed for a while, released, blew up, and then like a couple months after that is where they face the lawsuit. Maybe that was a case study of how to go about this situation, and you shouldn't wait for the game to come out, sell a bunch of copies, and then file the lawsuit. Maybe they want Tencent to just pull out right now and never have this game see the light of day, because I don't think Nintendo had the idea that Palworld was gonna be as big as it was. Now that we know that these games that, you know, take inspiration, let's say that, take inspiration from other games, and most games take inspiration for other existing games. What? Are games supposed to be completely new, ground-up original ideas all across the board? That's just not realistic for every game to be that way. However, you know, you can make the argument that there should be a little bit of a balancing act, and Palworld had the issue of a lot of the mod designs characteristically were very similar, but that's not what that lawsuit was about. Nintendo's lawsuit against Palworld was from gameplay fundamentals. If you go through the lawsuit, that's what Nintendo is going after, because I believe that Nintendo views that to be the avenue to get stuff done. Gameplay patents, things of that nature, because, you know, in the fact of the mod designs and things of that nature, I think that would be in a court of law, probably a little bit more difficult. In this case, Sony is going after the similarities in aesthetics, the similarities in gameplay mechanics, and more. And we'll see where this goes. Even if nothing else, the lawsuit being in place is always going to be a hurdle for a game like this. And given that it is a brand new project, we'll see how this ultimately turns out. Gonna be a story to follow. It's not gonna have the notoriety and the cachet of the Palworld story just because this game hasn't come out. Palworld came out and was one of the biggest games of 2024. This game hasn't come out, and we'll see how this story progresses. I still think it's whack. Just let the game exist. Look, Gorilla, if your game is as good and you're gonna do something that is a live service game, hey, it's gonna have the Horizon name attached to it, but I could easily see Sony being like, bro, Gorilla's gonna do this multiplayer game. This game is gonna take a chunk of that, especially if it's a cross-platform game on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, cross-platform play, and the Horizon multiplayer game is gonna be PC and PlayStation, which that game isn't even announced, but, you know, is reportedly in development. We'll see how that turns out, but definitely a story to keep an eye on. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm sure there's gonna be quite a few varying opinions. People are gonna come to the defense of PlayStation and Sony, just like people came to the defense of Nintendo. I think it's whack, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.